Good evening and welcome to Armstrong High School. Steve Thompson along with Dan Ficken tonight. Robbinsdale Armstrong hosting Totino-Grace in boys lacrosse tonight. It's game 2 for the Falcons and the opener for the Eagles, Dan.
Boy, it's been 2 years since we've had lacrosse here, and it's kind of nice to get back out here. And but it's kind of leaving a lot of gray area and question marks between fans, coaches, players. You know, nobody's really sure what they got. They lost a bunch of seniors that they had. They're bringing up new kids, some future players. And Falcons coming off at 7-6-0 2019. Totino-Grace 2-11-0. And it'll be interesting to see what we get tonight.
Yeah, Armstrong, they played Centennial in the opener. They got beat, but played Centennial tough, and they're among the favorites in the conference.
I would suspect that they're going to be rated in the top 10 to Centennial here pretty soon. But, yeah, they were very happy with the outcome there, except for the fact they lost. But they put some points up, which they had trouble doing a few years ago, and have done a good job. Their goalie had an outstanding game, Calapi, making a lot of saves for him.
Yeah, and that is a huge key in this game. And save percentage is a little bit different than you see during the hockey season. His save percentage, 60%, that's really good.
That's really good for lacrosse. I mean, when you look at the size of the net, how small the ball is and how fast it's coming, it's amazing they make a save as it is. But, you know, both teams need to work on their scoring. Talk to Grace's coach. Loves the IQ in this team. They're picking up things pretty quick. They move the ball well. They're finding holes. It's just some of the rougher parts of the game that they get worked on. Ground balls, turnovers.
All right, we have got boys lacrosse coming up tonight. Ideal weather. The players are going to love it who are out there running around. It is Totino-Grace at Armstrong coming up here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Moments away from Armstrong hosting Totino-Grace and boys lacrosse. And I brought weather up in the open. This is ideal if you're going to be running around on the field, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I think they like it about 5 or 10 degrees better, but they're not going to notice it once this game gets going. And it's a fast-moving game, and they'll be warm enough.
And it has been a long time coming. And, Dan, before we got started, everybody's been chomping at the bit to see lacrosse again. Hard to believe for you and I. It's been two years since we've been able to do a game here on CCX. And there's a number of seniors a year ago who didn't get to play their senior season, and I think a lot about them.
Yeah, a lot of them. I mean, I know my son's team out at Rogers, they lost 12 seniors that never got to play in their senior year. And, you know, that happened to a lot of high schools. And but, you know, we're getting better. I mean, the virus is going away, and give these kids a chance to get back out and compete again.
We are underway. Armstrong in white, and winning that draw was Ryan Anderson. And Armstrong gets it set up. They're attacking the goal down to our right. Liam Calapi, the goalkeeper for Totino-Grace, they're in Navy.
Well, we'll see how much the experience of playing Centennial helps the Falcons so far tonight. Totino-Grace hasn't played a complete game in over a year, and wow.
Got a ground ball in front that's popped in the air. Armstrong's going to control that. Neil Jurgensen, one of the guys to watch. That pass goes wide. That's going to go over the end line, but Armstrong, they're going to rule. It's Totino-Grace ball.
See the good opportunity here and just really lets it go, and good save by the goalie there. And interesting, he was an attackman in 2019 with the Minneapolis schools, and his first time playing goalie in a varsity game.
Liam Calapi with a save there. That one's a turnover, and it's grabbed by the Armstrong Falcons, and that's Reed Lucas as he tries to move it ahead. Player loses his stick, and now it's Totino on the attack. Here's Jack Krieger. Krieger gets it in, sets it up, comes further out. Here's Schroeder. Schroeder works it even further out. That's Hunter Tisdale. Senior attack, and they work the perimeter.
Well, both teams got a lot of seniors. There's 9 seniors on Armstrong and 10 seniors on Grace. Just not a lot of experience.
Get it into the middle. Here's a shot going well wide. That was uncorked by Tisdale, but he didn't get anywhere near the net. And the goalkeeper, Colin Johnson.
Yeah, that's just a question of timing. They had the nice setup. They found the whole way to get the ball. They just had to get it off quick, and it looked like he was a little awkward trying to fire it.
Krieger, wearing number 3, senior midfielder, spins, double team come, gets it further out. On the move now, Mark Collins. As they work this left side, that's Tisdale again. We got a ground ball, but Totino's going to retrieve, and this is Tisdale. Tisdale gets it down, goal line extended, but it goes right by Kaiser. James Kaiser, a sophomore, he just didn't catch it.
Well, they said they really like the way the midfielders are playing for the Eagles. They feel it's their strong point, but it goes down to the attack, and all of a sudden we're getting some turnovers, and I think it's just some nervousness right now. And once they get warmed up, we'll see if they make those passes to the attack better, and they hold on to it more.
Here come the Falcons on the move. Trent Jacobson. And it is 1-0 Armstrong. He just came right down the field and let it fly.
It's very dangerous when a long pole makes that far in, because generally, Steve, I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, if they get within 20 feet of that net, they score. The velocity coming off that big, long stick was just immense. He just walks right in. He's got to get fronted here, and someone's got to slide to him a lot quicker.
And Colopy, not much of a chance. That was a beautiful shot. And gets it by the goalie. Time of that goal, 9:34, first quarter, 1-0 Armstrong. But Trent Jacobson, his first goal of the year, he didn't have a point in that 8-5 loss to Centennial in the opener on Monday.
He's one of the few guys coming back that played in 2019, so he has experience.
Here comes Armstrong again. They swing it way out to the left. Nobody at home. And Totino's going to get it there.
Pushing it a little too hard. Slow it down. Let's get across the line, get things set up. But again, it's only their second game of the year, so they're all trying to get used to one another.
Good pressure. Totino trying to work it up the far sideline. It's knocked away. Very aggressive by Armstrong there. A double team in the attack zone.
Yeah.
Totino beats that, and they get it set up.
That'll happen about 1 out of 10 times when you go into a double team like that.
Totino trying to get to the front. That's Schroeder. That one's knocked down in front. We got a player down for Armstrong. And that was Riley Hansen. He may have caught that one. We'll probably see it here on the replay, but Armstrong may have got hit. 8:40 to go, first quarter. And it's 1-0 Armstrong, and he did get hit up high. Let's take a look at it here. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, that's where you really wish it was 5 to 10 degrees warmer, too.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that stings. Wow.
And I didn't think it got all the way through to the goalie, Colin Johnson. Well, you know why? It caught Riley Hansen up high, and he'll come to the side and shake that one off.
It's good it didn't hit the collarbone. It was close to that clavicle there, boy. And I'll tell you, the ball coming that hard, it can do some damage. So they do have pads on, folks. They got shoulder pads, so.
Mordahl gives it up behind, and this is Neil Jurgensen.
Well, it's the first time they've slowed it down now. They're actually setting up a planned play here.
Jurgensen to the front, gets it out left side, way too far. And the intended was Marshallak, and he couldn't flag it down. Now it's Eagles.
Just not good footwork when he made the pass, and instead of going to the basket, it flew right over him.
Sent it in the middle, blocked by the goalie. Great save there by Johnson.
Colin Johnson's just, so far he's had a pretty good year. Like we said, he had a 60% save percentage against Centennial, which is a good job at goalie.
Armstrong on the attack. They get it right in front, and a goal. Feed to Neil Jurgensen, and he put it away. And that was another one where the goalie had no chance. Liam Colopy, no chance whatsoever.
Well, a little bit like a give and go. You know, he was coming down, the middle, Jorgensen, and then he passed it back, and then he got it back when he found the hole. Watch here now. He slips into the hole, and the pass goes right over the top, and that's just too close. I mean, he had plenty of time. In fact, a slide from the D should have been on him the minute he touched the ball. But everybody's, again, you haven't played in a competitive game, Steve. Yep. So these kids will learn on the defensive long poles of Totino-Grace.
At the 9:34 mark, Trent Jacobson. Now at the 7:36 mark, Neil Jurgensen, both their first of the year. And it's 2-0 Armstrong early, quarter number 1. And we got a good battle on the draw. Who's going to control there? And no clear advantage. And on the ground ball, it's going to be scooped up on the run by the Falcons. This is Mordahl. And that pass goes out of play, and it'll be Totino. And we've seen a number of turnovers already. And that could be early season, as you pointed out.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I mean, all they've been doing is practicing against each other. And usually they get 2 to 2.5 weeks of practice. They only got a week of practice to get going before the season started.
Krieger gets hammered as he tries to clear his own zone. Now swings it out. There's a little more breathing room there. And now a good clear. That was a solid clear by the Eagles, catching his Kaiser.
Kaiser did a good job coming back for it. It's kind of like the button hook play. Don't just stand there. Go get the ball. He did a nice job there.
Kaiser gets it down low. That's Schroeder. Schroeder and Kaiser playing catch far side. Now Krieger. And now they come near side. Mark Collins, another senior. Collins tries to force his way in, but he's turned away. Good defense there by Armstrong. They get it to the side. Ground ball. And now they get it to the goalkeeper. And that's Colin Johnson. He's going to clear it out of there. He's already got one nice save. Good spin move, middle of the field. Mordahl on the move. Armstrong's going to set it up.
Mordahl made a nice play there. And he took his time, made some passes, settled everything down, and they got a shot attempt off. I think a little too far out, but at the moment, right now, fire at will.
Here's Jurgensen. And now they get it out on top. Here's Reed Lucas over to the right side. Albrecht right into the scoring zone. What a feed inside. And putting it away was Mordahl.
Oh, Mordahl showing up. They're finding that hole, Steve, right in the middle of the slot there in front of the net. And the two defensemen for Totino-Grace, if you'll notice the look, he'll get down here. And there's the hole. Where's the D? Number 25 had to get back in there to slide in. He didn't see it coming quick enough. And, boy, they had plenty of time to make a nice shot and get it off.
Goal comes 5:58 remaining in the first. Mordahl is first of the game, his second of the year. He had one in that loss to Centennial. But Mordahl, that's just right in the middle. And once again, no opportunity for the goaltender to make a play.
The only thing he could have done maybe is rushed out at him. But he was, he was 10 feet beyond the circle arc there. So, yeah, he was kind of helpless. So I think Grace called the timeout. Just to get things settled down a little bit. I think they've got to do some defensive readjustments. I think they've gotten better every time they've gone down the field with it. But the Falcons, they're transitioning very quickly, if you notice. They're very fast on that. See Andrew Barter there, head coach, third season. Steve, you told me something really interesting about him.
Yeah, he's from Maryland, teaches French at Totino-Grace, but has a long track record in the game. Played the game out east, and now he's at Totino-Grace in his third year, building the program there. And there you see the Armstrong head coach. That's Ian Murphy.
Ian Murphy, first year. He's brought a whole new staff in. They're kind of redoing some things. You can see one of them is the fact that when they get the ball, they go. They don't even hesitate. Turn around and go like, oh, heck, rather than slowly taking it down the field. And it's taken some adjustments because they've missed some passes because they're running, but that's the style they want to play. So, and they've been very good about finding that hole in the middle. We'll see now if Coach Barter plugs that hole and does an adjustment there.
And out of that timeout, here we go. Armstrong on the attack. They work it near side. Amat's going to run behind the net. And you just can't let people loose in this game, in front. I would expect Totino-Grace to try and clog it up in the middle and force Armstrong to the perimeter.
Yeah, they've got to bring a midi down lower. They're up too high.
Mordahl had that goal a moment ago, 3-0 Armstrong. First quarter. And now this is Northrop. He had an assist.
Okay, now you see.
And they get it right inside again. And another goal, and that was Albrecht, his third of the year, and it's 4-0 Armstrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, they did make an adjustment. If you notice, they had two long pulls, Totino-Grace out top trying to prevent the pass from going into that zone. And then they left a spot on the outside middle. Now see the long sticks there? They're up a little higher. Usually they're down lower. And it's just a nice bounce shot, and I love the bounce shot. Drives goalies crazy.
Right at the foot of the goalie, Liam Colopy, the junior. And on all four, he really hasn't had an opportunity. He had a nice save early.
Yes, he did. He made a very nice save on the first shot that they let go. Jurgensen let it go, actually. And this is the other area where they've dominated. They've been winning faceoffs like mad.
Ethan Coons, senior. Here comes Armstrong again. Pass across. That's knocked down. Good defensive play by Joe Randall. He had a stick in the right spot, knocked that away. Armstrong maintains on the ground ball. They get it on the perimeter. Here's Addison. Works to the near side. Here's Evan Marschleck. Good spin. Going to take a long shot and get a goal. Well, you don't see many score from out there, but he had an alley, and he gets it done.
Colopy, the goalie for Totino-Grace, was screened on that one. He didn't see it coming until it was just about in the net. They ran across the D and used it as a screen, and they got one by him there as he comes across. Nice play there. Good spin off. And 23 was there. It kind of blocked the view. So they're getting a little frustrated right now, but going to have to take some time. I'm impressed with the Falcons, though. They've moved the ball well. They know where the weak spots are. They're getting it there, and they're not afraid to shoot the ball.
And you saw there, Evan Marschleck, first of the year. So we've had a lot of first goals in this one so far tonight. And Totino-Grace is going to control. Jack Senden was in on the draw. Now we have a ground ball down in the corner. A bump with the shoulder. James Kaiser's going to gain it. Kaiser's a big kid, and all he had to do was lower that shoulder a little bit, and he was able to gain control. Now it's Krieger. And they need a goal right now. I mean, it's 5-0 Armstrong. They haven't had a lot of zone time, and they haven't been able to set it up. They've turned it over, and Armstrong has made him pay.
They really have, but I like this. Just patience, calm. Don't worry about going to them right now. Get comfortable with what you're doing.
Tisdale. They get it in close. Here's a shot. That's saved. Caught by the goalkeeper, Colin Johnson. And then he gets harassed a little bit, and then he'll clear it out of there. Now we got a ground ball and an opportunity for the Eagles.
There we go.
That's Schroeder.
Oh, it looks like there's a little fire in the stove there, Steve.
Yeah.
They went after it hard.
They get it into the middle. Quick shot. Another save by Johnson. They went up high. Now another ground ball, and it's picked up by Totino. Here's Alstead. Kaiser.
Two ways in this game you can get back in the game. Turnovers and winning faceoffs.
Mark Collins now controlling. Way outside. No one near him. Now the Falcon defense. Goal line extended. They come right back to the middle. As they work the perimeter. Armstrong's done a good job in the middle. They're not allowing anybody inside. Just no opportunity. There's always been a white jersey around him.
Well, they got their heads on a swivel too, Steve. They're looking around. Whoa.
Schroeder steps in, but the goalie Johnson cuts down the angle, and now we've got
a penalty.
Yeah.
Basket got stuck up in a helmet. It'll be a timeout, as I like to say, for the Falcons, and Eagles will have a power play opportunity here. See a nice move right here. And watch it. Takes the shot. And then coming around. Now watch the stick of the D. Curls up and hooks onto the mask. So that'll be a minute.
Brady Cadu will take a knee. Falcons a man down. 2:30 to go Here in quarter number 1, 5-0 Armstrong.
Possess the number 25, ready to do. 1 minute, slashing.
Here's a shot. Another save up high. Well, they better quit going up high on Colin Johnson because he saved them all upstairs, Dan.
Yeah, they got to get some bounce shots. Oh, nice pickoff.
Here's Krieger. Krieger goes in.
There
He
you
gets
go.
the goal. Picked it off, goes in, and gets the goal. It's 5-1.
Where did he shoot, Steve?
Down low.
Down low. You're a magician. I'll tell you what, you called that one good. Great. Yeah, Kaiser did a nice job there. He just kind of was hanging in the weeds out by the center line, and he saw that movement coming up on the pass, so he jumped right in there, and he made the most of it.
Eagles is number 3, Jack Krieger.
So Krieger with 2:07 to go here in quarter number 1, 5-1. Huge goal for Totino. All off the turnover. Krieger comes in, rips it, and Colin Johnson knew he was going to go low, but just couldn't get in front of it.
Well, got a good bounce on it, too. Went kind of over his leg there as he twisted. But, you know, the midfield, according to the coach, Coach Bergen, it is the best part of their team. That's the most talented. And they've stepped up with all the turnovers they just created, Steve.
Ryan Anderson wins the draw, gets a shot off. That goes well out of play. Armstrong's going to hang on. They had a man deep. And now it's going to be Mordahl. Mordahl has a goal here in quarter number 1. That was big, though, for Totino to get that first goal of the year.
Absolutely. Johnson was looking a little unstoppable there.
Albrecht tries to work off a pick.
Okay.
And then that pass goes awry. Reed Lucas is going to try and run it down, but Totino first to the ground ball. Good hustle over there. There's a battle ensuing. And Totino's going to... actually, Armstrong's going to get it back.
Yep.
Now, William Brand's got there, but Armstrong's going to have it. Here's Jurgensen. He has a goal. Jurgensen gets a shove from behind. It's under and pass and a goal. He got it out to Albrecht, and Albrecht gets his 3rd of the year. 4th of the year. 1 tonight, 2 last week.
So they were having fun in the middle. Now they decided to go over to the left side and see if they could have some fun there. And they opened up a nice little slot and they drove it home. And I like this Falcon offense. You know, they look at that nice back pass there. They got picked, and then he comes around, gets an opening, and just rips it. You know, there's kind of a little, you know, pick and roll going on here, Steve, as they partner off. I like the system. I haven't seen them play this before, and they're working well in that system.
Albrecht, 2 in the opener against Centennial, now 2 tonight. Both coming here in quarter number 1. Armstrong leading it. And now Totino off the draw. They get it, and they will set up. 1 minute to go, as you can see. This would be an important goal if Totino could cash in here, considering it's the opening quarter of the year. Good defensive pressure there by Armstrong. Hayden Anderson putting on the heat. They get it in the middle. Here's a shot. Oh, and get it right on the doorstep. That was Kaiser. Kaiser couldn't finish. I got another ground ball, but it's controlled by Armstrong. And with 25 to go in the quarter, they're in no hurry to get this one upfield.
Well, it's like Steve, like you pointed out a little earlier, their Falcons are not letting the front of that net get open, and Johnson's slamming down whatever they got, and then the Eagles can't get into it at all with the rebound or anything like that.
Liam Gillard picks up the turnover. Now we have a ground ball. Under 10 seconds to go. It doesn't look like we'll see another shot here in quarter number 1, and we got whistles with 3 seconds left.
Okay. Push. Violation.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that should do it. Whoa.
6-1 Armstrong. After 1 quarter, they look sharp.
They look good. I like the way they're moving it. They've made some early mistakes with their passing, but they've got that settled down now, and they're really analyzing their attack areas and doing well with it. So Grace has got to tighten up a little bit. They've got goal scoring potential. They really got to button it up, get some shutdowns, and get back and start firing the ball at the Falcon net.
We will be back. Quarter number 2 coming up here on CCX. After one, Armstrong leading it, and here's a quick recap of the scoring. Trent Jacobson, 9:34 mark. Neil Jurgensen, 7:36. Josh Mordahl at 5:58. Nate Albrecht at 5:13. Evan Marshallek at 4:38. So 5 in a row for Armstrong. Then the first of the year, Jack Krieger getting the goal for Totino. That coming at 2:07. Then Nate Albrecht, his second of the game, at 1:11. So now for Totino, what do they need to do after one quarter of play this year?
Slow down the Falcons, and they've done really good with that, especially their midfield defense, where they've really started taking the ball away. But now they got to readjust and really get tight on their men or get their defensive zone coverage down low a little quicker. They're getting beat to spots. They've got to establish a spot, and they've got some big long sticks on that Grace team, Steve. They should be able to establish some territory.
And they've mixed it up on the draws in the middle, coming out to take the draw for Armstrong here. Henry Dimich. And he's going to give it a go. And some teams go with a face-off specialist. Some coaches tend to mix it up. And we've got control here as we switch sides for Totino. And winning the face-off and heading off the field, Mark Collins for Totino. So Eagles control there in navy. Armstrong and white. Here at home, quarter number 2 underway. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken, and our great CCX crew. And working it here is Krieger. He has a lone goal. They get it behind the net. We got a ground ball, but no one near for Armstrong. Totino will control. There's Gillard. Gillard way outside. We'll swing it down. Schroeder as they play a little catch.
Playing a standard 2-3-1 here, standard offense. It allows you to move the ball down in tiers, but create some openings in the middle part of the attack zone.
They come across, catching. Gillard. He gets hit. And a ground ball, and it's picked up by Armstrong. That was good defense as they converge. And here come the Falcons the other way. And Riley Hansen gets shoved. He loses it. And now it's Totino again. Schroeder, Luke Schroeder, the senior. He gives it up in the middle. Here's Senden. Swings it out to the left. We have that one blocked away. But Senden picks it up again for Totino-Grace. This is Gillard. Gillard with the ground ball, gets it right back, and then picking it up and gets it to his teammate. That's James Kaiser. That worked out well.
They kept at it, though, Steve. But perseverance held out that time.
Here's Schroeder. Schroeder behind the net, can't get to the front, swings it out to the left. Another save, beauty by Colin Johnson. That's about his third or fourth big-time save in this game, Dan.
Oh, did you see how he got his body and right behind his basket there and just really covered up everything? Nice save.
Senior playing really well. This could be a 6-3, 6-4 game.
It could be. No question about it. You're right.
He has been that good tonight in goal for Armstrong, one of the factors. And Coach brought it up earlier. Ian Murphy said, you got to watch our goalie. He's good.
Yeah, they said he's really good and has done a good job, real solid and steady. And you like to see that, but this is a nice opening for Armstrong. I think if they keep this pace up, it'll be a good start for their season 1-on-1 with a game against Centennial.
Ahmad over there. Ahmad gets it down behind the goal line as Armstrong sets it up. Pass to the outside. Here's Mordahl. Mordall's shot skips high in the air over the top of the net. The goalie couldn't control. Now a shot goes wide. That was taken there by Jurgensen. Jurgensen bidding for his second of the night.
Get a good look at it and a good crank of a shot, but look at that. Just got everything down in front of it.
There's a shot you hear, Iron.
Ring.
I don't know if that was the crossbar or the post. Doesn't matter. It's still 6-1. Falcons control. Mordahl All right, now Armstrong in absolutely no hurry. In command, 6-1. Stepping into the middle, Jurgensen. Jurgensen takes a shot. Another post. And that one comes out of there. Who's going to get the ground ball? Good body position there for the moment by Armstrong. And fighting his way through is Lucas. Lucas into the middle.
Wow, they had his head in the game the whole time. Pass didn't quite work out, but he saw it anyway. Nice play.
Yeah, Lucas gets that ground ball and almost got an assist there. Here's a ground ball turned the other way by Armstrong. Good physical play. Trent Jacobson already has a goal. And now it's controlled by Lucas again. Lucas has good size. And you need some guys like that on the field. Some size, some tight end size, some linebacker size for sure. Here's a shot. That one goes well wide. That was uncorked by Jamison Edson.
Well, it's like we talk about in hockey, too, where you kill the penalty. Well, the most important part is where you got your stick in the passing lanes. When you're that tall and those sticks come out there like that, they can cover a lot of territory for passes. You got a good shot going off there off the post, and the Falcons have no problem firing the ball.
Yeah, Jurgensen drawing iron there, looking for his second of the night. Jurgensen again with speed, gets into the middle. Can he get his shot away? No. We got a ground ball who's going to control. And so far, Armstrong has dominated ground balls in this sequence and in this quarter. Eagles haven't had much of a chance. Aggressive play here. Northrup swings it to the outside. This is Hansen. As they swing it around on the perimeter, Hansen gets it back.
Nice and patient here, Steve. Really controlling the ball nicely.
They get it into the middle. Lucas shot skips high and wide.
Well, they got the opening because one of the long poles of Totino-Grace came out and put a 3-on-1. A double team's fine. You can't have three guys on one offensive player.
Mordahl, he has a goal. He takes a shot and scores. Mordahl from outside rips one by Colopy. And that's the first goal of the quarter, 7th of the game for Armstrong.
How many is that for him now? Mordahl?
Mordahl second of the night.
Okay.
Scoring for your Falcons is number 33, Josh Mordahl.
Well, I think they got the measure. They really got to get out and attack on those players, but they can't let the shots get off. So I'd say maybe go to a little bit more of a man-on-man situation defensively for Totino-Grace.
They had a lot on that one. I got a good battle off the draw for Armstrong, Ethan Coons, and Jack Senden for Totino-Grace. Still, we have a ground ball. Nobody able to gain in control. And the Eagles need to win some of these ground balls. There's no question about it.
Well, they did pretty good at the end of the first quarter. That they were doing a nice job.
Drew Schisler had it for a moment. Now the Eagles gain control, and they're going to try and get it set up. Under 6 to go in quarter number 2.
Getting their guys on the field now, getting their offensive guys. They took their time and didn't push things. That's good.
Jamison Assen gives it up. They swing it all the way out on top. Or excuse me, that's Jack Fredrickson. Schroeder had passed it out. That one's blocked. Shot way from the outside by Liam Gillard, but there was a lot of traffic in front. Another ground ball, and Armstrong's going to dart out of there with it.
Oh, nicely played.
Varian on the move. Mason Varian. Good speed on the outside. And he'll finally get it down to the goal line extended. And he will trot across. Oh, nice pass in front. A little bit too far for Mordahl.
He tried to really get the pass to him. He was looking at him the whole way, and he just couldn't quite get it out of his stick quick enough.
Totino has it. And they just have not had a lot of opportunities or any attack zone time here in this quarter. Armstrong's had them bottled up. They go to Colopy.
Yep.
And that one's picked off.
Yep.
That's Mordahl. Mordahl into the middle, and a big shove from behind as Jurgensen got decked. Still loose, and we get a goal. Wow, that's got to be frustrating for the Eagles. We'll see the replay on this goal. We see Mordahl there. He really made that play.
Oh,
Look at this.
He did.
Mordahl feeds it into the middle. Jurgensen gets smoked, and then it's batted, and then ultimately Mordahl, I think, is the guy who tapped it in.
You got it, yeah. Yeah, this is the big issue that the Eagles are having right now. I'm just going to say this, nothing against the kid, but the goaltending right now is not good. And it's his first time in the goal. It's his very first varsity game playing goalie. And he was an attackman in Minneapolis. So, we'll see if he can catch on and improve a little bit here. But right now, that's for certain. The Eagles, they basically got to get out and stop Falcons from shooting.
4:24 and counting. It was 6-1 after one, now 8-1. And Totino on their heels right now. Moving to the front, Albrecht. Albrecht tries to get a shot away. It was blocked away, picked up by the Eagles off the ground. They're going to try and clear.
Oh,
and
nice
a nice
pickup.
catch on the run by Krieger. Krieger gives it up. They get it ahead in front and a goal. Boy, good ball movement down the field. And it's Hunter Tisdale.
Nicely played. 4 passes, bing, bang, boom, and they got it in the net. That was nicely played. They were comfortable with where they were, Steve. They knew where to go with the ball and got a nice shot off real quick.
Well, they zigzagged down the field. They were moving it right, then left. Kept Armstrong off balance defensively, and Tisdale put it away. And there's not much Colin Johnson could do on that because he was right in his grill.
Right there, and he didn't miss.
So Tisdale is first of the year, second goal of the night for Totino. The other goal for Krieger in the first with 2:07 left. This one coming with 3:57 left. And off that draw, no clear control, and it's grabbed by Totino. And here comes Jack Krieger. Krieger with speed, gives it up on the move. Nice catch by Pearson. Pearson moves it ahead. And now they'll set up James Kaiser. Well, this has been a good sequence for the Eagles, something to build on.
Oh, their breakout has been absolutely fabulous here in the past few minutes.
Able to quickly get it down the field. Here's Fredrickson. Fredrickson across. Here's Pearson.
Oh, there it is.
Now a nice move inside. Schroeder gets it across. Shot taken by Krieger. That's blocked away, but he's going to get to the sideline first. Totino's going to hang on to it. Here comes Jack Krieger, midfielder. Gets it in front.
There you go.
And that's a quick goal for Schroeder. Luke Schroeder, the senior. The catch and shoot. Two in a row.
They get it within, 8-10 feet of the net, Steve, and they're scoring goals. When they shoot outside, Johnson's all over those. They got to get it down deep and even take some angled shots, but they're making some nice bounce shots, too, which is very tough for a goalie to track.
So a definite bright spot and surge for the Eagles. That was a beauty by Schroeder, his first of the year. So now it's Krieger, Tisdale, and Schroeder, the goal scorers for Totino. And they've gained a little ground.
Well, let's see if we can get a few face-offs here. If we're the Eagles right now, if they can get a few face-offs, keep the attack up, could change the whole complexion. You and I have both seen this in lacrosse.
Here's Jack Senden, and he wins it. Senden's going to come out of there. He'll lose it, but retrieve. Senden fighting with Coons with it. And Senden wins that all-important draw. Now they're going to be able to set up. They make it 8-4. That's a big momentum swing with time here in the first half. Plenty of game to go.
They've had a lot of luck down on the left-hand side, down low, inside the Falcon zone.
Here's a shot from outside going well wide. Mark Collins let one fly, but it goes well over the top of the net. Eagles hang on to it. They had a player deep. Trying to get to the front and get a shot was James Kaiser. And now it's Jack Senden. He gets it out further on top to William Brands. Mark Collins. Collins.
I like that. Go down low. Set your X up. See if they can.
Tisdale right in front. A catch. Shot blocked. Really good defense inside by Armstrong. Riley Hansen in a good spot. He really bailed out his goalie there. But now it's Totino picking up the ground ball. Tisdale gets it further out. This is Schroeder. And you can feel the Eagles gaining confidence over the last 2-3 minutes.
Well, Kaiser was in a great position when he got the ball there. He just couldn't quite get a comfortable handle on it to let it go, but they're finding the spots.
Shot grabbed out of the air by Colin Johnson. And he's going to trot it up toward midfield and get it near side.
Oh.
Good catch, Albrecht.
Albrecht came back for it. Really nice.
Albrecht gets it inside off the stick of Jurgensen. He couldn't catch, and they still get a goal out of it. Well, Jurgensen put it on the ground, and I think that was Mordahl with his third of the quarter.
Yes, we can say hat trick in Lacrosse. Boy, he's worked hard, though, hasn't he, Steve? I mean, he's just been a buzzkill the whole time he's been out there, ever since the game started.
So Mordahl gets his third of the quarter, fourth of the game, and that was beautiful.
He's always around the ball. You notice that? He's always around the ball.
Josh Mordahl. That comes with 1:30 remaining in the quarter. We got a ground ball who's going to gain control, and it's picked up by Armstrong. Sondral quickly down to the goal line extended, and that's Mordahl. Who else? Mordahl gets it further out. He's really quick inside. He was on that ground ball and got the shot away right now. Mordahl sitting in the middle. He's being shaded there by Liam Gillard.
You see the Falcons now starting using some of their sophomores, kids that haven't played much here, to end the half, give them some experience.
There's one off the side of the net. And another ground ball who's going to gain control. It is Armstrong. Another one on the ground, a shove. And that's
pushing behind, a turnover.
And Armstrong's going to set it up. Still time. They get it down behind the net. Pass in front. That one goes wide. May have been Dimmich there. No, it was Northrup. Pass out in front by Jurgensen. There's a shot and another goal. 33. His fourth of the quarter, fifth of the game.
Who is that again? Who's 33?
Josh Mordahl. Wow.
Wow. Boy, he has been something, and he's just creating it on good hustle, skill, and just having an eye for the net. Puts himself in good body position. Look at this. He gets himself set up nice, makes a hesitation, and then bang. Always keeping his eye where he wanted to put that ball in the lower left-hand corner, and he hit it right on the button.
You can tell he's worked on that.
Yeah.
Very impressive. A goal in the first, 4 here in the second. And Armstrong extends their lead. 10 goals here in the first 2 quarters of this one. They control in their own territories. We're in the final seconds of this quarter. They get it to the goalie, Colin Johnson. He's going to clear, and that's going to do it. Well, Totino-Grace gained a little momentum, and then Mordahl, 2 quick ones. And Armstrong's in commanding.
I think what they need to do is get a bottle of a cup of coffee, send it over to Mordahl, and let him just kind of rest for the second half here. He's had a tremendous half. Learning experience for the Eagles. They're doing some good things, Steve. They just got to get some things tightened up and give that goalie a little more confidence, too.
Scoring outburst by Armstrong, and after one, they lead it 6-1. Now at the half, they lead it 10-3. We'll take a break. Stick around. Quarters 3 and 4 coming up here on CCX.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to Armstrong. It is boys lacrosse. Second game of the year for Armstrong. Season opener for Totino-Grace. And you can see the Falcons lead it 10-3. They led it 6-1 after 1 quarter of play. Totino has had some moments in this game, but for the most part, it has been all Armstrong so far here tonight. And first goal of the game, Trent Jacobson right there as he ripped one from the outside. And Armstrong really poured it on, scoring the first 5 of the game from the side there, Neil Jurgensen. And then a really nice rush. First of the game for Josh Mordahl. And we'll hear a lot more from him in quarter number 2. And then getting to the front, skipping one by Nate Albrecht. They put one down low and beat Liam Callipy. And then a turnover, first goal of the game. Jack Krieger gets it in front and beats Colin Johnson. And he's been really good in that. And then it was Nate Albrecht late in the quarter, sending one by Callipy, the Totino-Grace goaltender, 6-1 after 1. On to quarter number 2. Josh Mordahl's show. First of the quarter, second of the game. Then a big shove from behind. And then in the right spot at the right time to tap it in was Mordahl. And then right back the other way, Totino-Grace, a little momentum. Hunter Tisdale scored their second of the game. And then from the side, that was Schroeder at 3:11. And then Mordahl. Another one is fourth of the game. Third of quarter number 2. He goes down low. And then from outside, rips one by Callipy. 5th goal of the game. And that's where we stand, Dan. 10-3. Josh Mordahl having a night.
Josh Mordahl, night to night for sure. He's really stepped up to play, and he's had a good 2-game start already this season. His hustle is good. He knows where he's supposed to be. He's kind of aggravating because he's always in the way. He's always near the ball, and he's done a heck of a good job tonight. And I like the goalkeeping, too. I think the Falcons have got a solid goaltending and defensive scheme. It looks like they might make some noise here in the conference, considered what they did against Centennial and how they're performing here tonight. They look comfortable.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, they've been able to mix it up early in the game, up-tempo. First quarter, very up-tempo, but then they were able to slow it down effectively in the second and set up shop when they had that 6-1 lead and really make Totino-Grace gamble a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they got it in motion. They stayed in motion. And like we were talking to pick and rolls, right? And that with a defense that hasn't had a lot of experience, that's hard to cover. You just can't do it. And they've been very good with the give and goes and pick and rolls and done a good job right in front.
So 6-1 after 1, now 10-3 at the half. Quarter number 3 coming up in a bit here on CCX.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
He's good. Yeah, I know, we keep missing each other. I've been working out of my dad's house, doing some reading. I should be working out more. I just feel like I'm drowning.
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
And welcome back to Armstrong. We're getting ready for quarter number 3 on a chilly night. I wouldn't call it cold, but a chilly night. Things are going to warm up very nicely. I've heard rumor next week, Dan, we could see 70s in these parts. That is a rumor. Not quite that tonight.
I'm seriously glad you told me that while I was sitting down, because I would have fallen down. I'm so tired of the cold weather here. But I can't complain.
Yeah, we don't have snow and we don't have rain, and we are good to go on. Armstrong playing very well in the story right now. Number 33 for the Armstrong Falcons, Josh Mordahl. The junior coming in, had a goal, no assists. Well, tonight he's notched 5 goals, 4 in that second quarter. And he's having quite a night. And for Totino-Grace now, it's just trying to build on some good things we saw, particularly for a stretch in quarter number 2. They were able to move the ball effectively down the field and get a couple of quick goals.
Yeah, they need turnovers, they need face-off wins, and they need patience. And if they can do that, and oh my gosh, wow. That was an excellent face-off.
Here comes Armstrong. And in with speed, they get it to the front, and a save by Colopy. Liam Colopy, a big save to start things off. And he'll go behind the net, let everybody clear, and get it into the middle. And here come the Eagles. Mark Collins, that's a big save for Colopy. And let's see what the Eagles can do with that big save. They go wide of the net. They tried to get it in front. The intended was Luke Schroeder, but it went well by him. Look at this. They get it across and a big save.
And he kept his body, Colopy kept his body in front of it, and he kept that net up tight, and he kept 2 hands on it and made a nice save there. Unfortunately, they did not show patience going into the zone and control it.
Mordahl took the shot. Here's another one off the post. That's a third of the night for Armstrong. Third post of the night. And now we got a ground ball. Who's going to gain control? Got a good job picking it up there by Armstrong. Jacobson.
Good hit.
Now the Falcons control. They get it ahead, and that pass goes wide. That's going to come to the near side. Totino picks up that ground ball, and now we have a flag.
Yep.
And here come the Eagles. Trotting into the attack zone, Liam Gillard. Gets it over to the right. That's Schroeder over there as they play catch.
Okay, take your time, find your spot now. They've had to identify a few spots they can get into, and they need to work the ball outside in.
They get it down behind the net. Trying to come around in front. And now they get it there. There's Krieger. And that, another save. They go up high.
And it's okay. They got a penalty coming now, so the Falcons are going to be down a man. Nice save by Johnson here, but took the gift given here, and they moved it down the field nicely. Didn't panic. Got a slash there. He busted his stick on his basket on
the shoulder pad. Yeah, hit him up high on the shoulder pad. There's a save by Johnson you saw a moment ago.
And the problem you got here now is like, you just don't shoot high in Johnson. Just put everything low. Make everything go low or bounce it. He's going to stop everything he has that's been up high.
There's another post. Or is that a goal?
That's
no,
a
he
goal.
got it inside the post.
It's a goal.
He clanked it, but it was inside, and that goal for Schroeder. And that is going to be the second of the night for Schroeder.
He's been coming on. He's gotten better and better as the game's worn on and controlling the ball more. That'll give him a little confidence there, son. Good job.
And he really uncorked that one. And now we've got a discussion here. 10-1 to go in the third, and Totino-Grace first goal of this third, and Schroeder right there snuck it inside the post.
Wow. What do you have, about 4 inches there maybe to work with?
Yeah, not much.
Nice shot. I need stuff like that, and they can take this game now and learn some things and go over the good stuff, go over the bad stuff. That can be fixed, and just get some things changed around a little bit.
Off to draw, Armstrong controlling, and now Senden, who was in there on the draw for Totino-Grace, back into the play. There's pushing and shoving, a scrum, and now the officials are going to restore order, and Armstrong's going to hang on to it.
It's interesting here too. I've noticed the Falcons. They were averaging 3.25 goals per game last year. They've significantly improved that through 2 games so far this year.
6 in the first. 4 goals in the second, all of them for Mordahl.
Mm-hmm.
He has 5 in the game, leading scorer. 2 goals for Schroeder.
And they got 6 goals against Centennial? I believe so.
5, 8-5.
5.
There's Armstrong in front and a goal. Well, they got it into a spot, and I believe that's going to be Albrecht. Let's see for sure. Albrecht getting congratulations. And that makes it 11-4. First goal of the quarter.
What the Falcons are doing too, Steve, I noticed, they just get their bodies in good position in adjacent to the defense that is there, the long stick's there, and they get it so they can actually set up and take a really hard shot. And you can see how he wound up on that shot left-handed, and he's just getting enough time to do that. You need to get him off, disrupt him, get his footwork off, get something on a stick.
And here comes Armstrong with speed. Anderson gives it up on the left. By the way, the assist on that goal goes to Neil Jurgensen. That was a good feed and a quick shot by Albrecht. His second of the game. And Armstrong controlling. And it seems as though whenever Totino-Grace has grabbed any momentum whatsoever, Armstrong has been able to answer quickly.
Yep.
Around the corner goes Albrecht. He'll set up deep behind the net. Albrecht had that goal a moment ago. He had the fourth Armstrong goal back in the first. Mordahl over the top. He let it fly. That goes over everything.
Nice job by Jack Fredrickson there coming on defense. They got him in the middle covering up that hole. He did a nice job that time.
Jurgensen in front. Good defensive play as they got it to Schoenberg. Schoenberg got a shot away, but it was partially blocked. Armstrong picks it up again. Here come the Falcons.
That'll remedy a lot of ills, getting on those shot takers right now.
Swing it to the top. Here's Aiden Robb. Marshallek. That is Marshallek there. And now it's Jurgensen. Jurgensen from way outside let it fly. That hit somebody in front. And who was there in the right
22,
spot?
I think it was Jameson Essen.
Essen does get it. That would be his first of the night. Now that hit somebody in front and popped right into the netting, and he was able to rip one by the goalkeeper. So Essen gets his first of the night and his first of the year.
And he's a freshman.
Look at that. Oh, he hit it right out of the air. It bounced off Deisting, and right off Deisting's body, he was able to bat it by him.
He took a nice ball there and just slapped it out of the air.
How about
Bounces?
that? That is tremendous.
It's like a slow slider coming back at you, and he just cranked it.
That was beautiful. Great job by our crew getting that shot. That was tremendous.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's Grieger. Totino-Grace. One goal in the first, two in the second, now one here in the third. And on the outside, trying to flip it in front was Schroeder. And now we got a ground ball opportunity. Who's going to gain control over there for Armstrong was Higgins. Higgins couldn't do anything with it.
What do they tell you? It doesn't matter if you get knocked down, it's whether you get up again. And Grace they're fighting back here. I like the way they're keeping at it. You see Schroeder out here, 22. They got him more involved now. They've brought him up top rather than having on the wing.
Battle. Totino works it on the perimeter. Here's Schroeder. Schroeder a couple of goals here tonight. Gets it down deep, but too far. He was trying to get it ahead to Trenton Pearson.
I'd have to think there's a running back first.
Pearson wasn't quite ready for it. It just got to the wrong spot for where his stick was positioned.
And now Armstrong clears it ahead. Nice catch.
Oh, man.
I think that was Mordahl. They get it out on top, and a shot and a goal. That's Albrecht. Albrecht's second of the quarter, third in the game.
You think these midfielders of the Falcons are really comfortable playing with each other?
They moved it around beautifully.
How many goals does Jurgensen have right now?
Albrecht has 3. Jurgensen just has 1, but he's going to get an assist there.
Well, he's gotten a couple assists at least. He's been effective. He's been moving the ball around really nicely the whole game, and he's opening up for his teammates now to get their opportunities.
Jurgensen had the second goal. He's got at least 3 assists according to what I have on my sheet. So a 4-point night. He has moved it around beautifully. Albrecht, though, cashes in. Second of the quarter. And Armstrong playing very well here tonight in Game 2 of the season. As we mentioned, they got beat by Centennial 8-5 on the road, so their home opener here tonight, they're playing really well. Here are the Falcons in white.
And just watch them move it around now, and we'll see where they get the opening coming through.
There's Jurgensen again, setting it up in front. That one's batted wide. And getting down deep.
Northrop was down there. He tried to golf it in. And I think Jurgensen set it up to do it. He let a low one go on the ground so he could sweep it in.
Northrop had to go way to the near side to pick up a ball. And now they work the perimeter. Nate Albrecht had 2 goals and an assist coming in.
Well, you watch the Falcons here now, and regardless of the opponent, whatever, they have their heads in this game. They know where they got to be. They know what the purpose of their offense is and where the holes are. I'm really impressed with them. They're very disciplined, too.
Marshallek passed it into the middle, trying to get it there to Northrop, but he couldn't catch, and now the goalkeeper has it, and that's Liam Colopy, the junior. Made a nice save here at the start of the quarter. After having a rough first half at times, here's Senden and the clear, but that goes too far, and it's picked up here by Armstrong. And for Armstrong, this is Reed Lucas. Lucas loses it, but it's picked up by the teammate. And there he is, Neil Jurgensen. He's been impressive.
Again.
Here's Northrop getting into the middle and a goal. Like Jurgensen just stormed into the middle and ripped one by Colopy.
Boy.
And Northrop, that's his first to the night.
Oh, just a nice move outside in and just went in with authority, knew his spot where he wanted to shoot from, and he got there and he let it go nicely. And Colopy can't do much about that, Steve. Can't do much at all about it.
Boy, this is a beautiful shot. Skipped it at the goalkeeper's feet, about 2 or 3 feet out in front of him, and there's not much you can do about that.
Just think about that. Put yourself in the goalie's position. You think you got it all zeroed in, and all of a sudden it bounces on you.
10-goal lead now.
There you go.
Armstrong. And there's a save by Colopy. Came in right at his feet, and he got that down. Then he turns it over. Mordahl to the left. A little too far for Jurgensen. Now that ground ball picked up over on the far side. There's a bump. Armstrong hanging on. Ground ball. Albrecht goes wide. Nate Albrecht bidding for his 3rd here in the 3rd.
Yeah. And now they got Mordahl back in the X position, and of course
he gets to the front. That's
caught. Nice save.
That's caught by Colopy.
Yeah.
He was in the right spot. He'll outlet Schroeder. Schroeder's going to carry. He's got size and speed. He's just going to bull his way into the attack zone, and then he falls down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the defender over there wouldn't give up. That's
Dimich.
Henry Dimich. Yeah, Dimich fighting the big guy and got the better of it there for a moment.
He's a 10th grader, and he took on one of the biggest guys in the Grace team.
There's a shot in the middle that skips over for the Eagles. Trenton Pearson. He gets it back. Another shot, and that skips over. He's gone down low, but it's hopped over the top.
It's okay. I like the way they're... Whoa.
Here's one a little bit high by Tisdale. Tisdale really let that one rip.
That would have been a nice chip shot, boy, I'll tell you.
That made it almost all the way out to 169, dude.
But I like the fact, now you see they're getting low, Steve. The Eagles are getting down low, and they're trying to get inside. And I like it when they work from the X position in back of the net.
Schroeder swings it over. Krieger. They get it to the side of the net, blocked though. Colin Johnson's been really good. I mean, he's been rock solid in that.
He ain't been nobody's poor little sister in goal, that's for sure. He's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's made some big saves. And when it was 6-1 after one quarter, it easily could have been 6-3 or 6-4. Mm-hmm. He's made that much of a difference. Here comes Armstrong. And battling his way into the attack zone, Brady Cadu. Junior, now they get it to the near side. Another big shot over there. Armstrong getting it to the front, or trying to, and that was Albrecht. Now they get it behind the net. Jurgensen tries to get to the front, and they do get it in front. And who else?
He reappears again, ladies and gentlemen.
Josh Mordahl, first of this quarter, 6th of the game.
Yeah, I'm almost going to go to Grantland Rice's description of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse here. He came out of the gray and dark, and all of a sudden 33 is bearing the ball in the net. Look at that, how quick he reacted there.
Jurgensen, another assist. I've got 4 assists for him on my sheet. He moves it so quickly.
Doesn't he?
I mean, the ball's barely in the stick, and it's out of there. And what a weapon he has become. Picking up that ground ball off the draw. We got a hack. Armstrong getting it in front to the side, and a goal, Albrecht. Albrecht is 3rd of the quarter, and Armstrong 2 quickies to blow this one open late in the quarter. Well, that was good ball movement. Albrecht right on the doorstep. Goalie no chance.
Yeah, this first group here with midfielders and attacks of the Falcons is potent. They play well together. They stay spaced out, and they know how to create. I mean, they have scores from everywhere, Steve. Outside, inside, right, left, up, down. They're playing very smart lacrosse.
Yeah, big quarter. And now Totino off the draw. They get it, and Jack Senden going to win that draw, and he's going to head off. And now there's a pass, and that one eludes the Eagle. And Kaiser just didn't catch it. 1:22 to go, and you could see his frustration as he dropped to a knee.
Yep.
6-1 after 1, 10-3 at the half. Now you can see the score. It's been another monster quarter for Armstrong.
Offside.
1 minute left in the 3rd quarter.
He hesitated going across that line.
Here come the Eagles. Mark Collins. Collins still has it. He's going to take a shot and get a goal. What a shot as he goes upstairs. He just was not going to be denied. He let it fly. That might have been one of the bigger shots of the night, Dan.
That was a cannon. I didn't think they were going to beat Johnson all night up top, and boy, he just ripped that right by him. Nice shot.
Mark Collins with a laser.
Well, they're kind of looking for things for him, too. It's good to see he got off the board here now.
Look at this. Just absolute laser, upper right corner. The window is the size of the
cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah.
And he hit that spot. That was pretty.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a highlight goal there. The big kid comes down, saw the alley, and why not?
You know, the key here will be the next game for the Grace Eagles, you know, as far as what did they learn, what have they seen, you know, what can they now apply in their next game. And they get an idea what they can do well and what they can't do well.
We got a ground ball, and it's controlled by the Armstrong Falcons. Here they come. Riley Hansen going to get it ahead, give it up. And now let's see what Armstrong can do as they get it set up. Here's Albrecht. Albrecht's had a monster quarter. 3 goals in this quarter, 4 goals actually. He comes in, and that's going to be it. Wasn't able to get much of a shot away, and actually he'd given it up to Jurgensen, and Jurgensen on the charge. It is now 16-5, Armstrong after 3 quarters. 4th quarter coming up in a moment, right here on CCS. Armstrong in command as we head for the fourth. Totino-Grace in their opener. And Totino coming up. They go home. They host Champlain Park on Monday. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Robbinsdale Armstrong play as a matinee right here against Mounds View. They will be back in action on Saturday afternoon. You see some fans here a moment ago bundled up, but we've really seen a wide variety. One constant, though, has been Neil Jurgensen for Armstrong tonight. Has a goal, but at least 4 assists, and he's just really made it go for the Falcons tonight, Dan.
He really has. He's like the low-scoring point guard. That's just all he has to do is be a point guard. And he's done a tremendous job of hustle, smarts, created a lot of openings for his teammates and stuff. That's the kind of guy you want on your team at all times.
And you saw a moment ago Nate Albrecht wearing 21. He had 3 goals in that third. And now we have a flag and picking up that ground ball. Now we finally get the whistle. Picking up that ground ball was Jack Senden.
And they're going to...
And Armstrong's going to go off. Yep.
Okay, so that'll be the first time the Falcons now have been, got it up in the mask. He got his cross up in the mask, so he's going to sit for a minute.
Yeah, Totino goes a man down. I misspoke a moment ago. It is Senden, as you pointed out, Dan. And then earlier we had Armstrong go a man down. So there hasn't been a lot of that in this one tonight. Armstrong here in the fourth controlling as they try and work it around. That one goes over the end. And Totino's going to get it.
And this usually, Steve, takes till about the third or fourth game in the season before you finally start getting good opportunities when you're a man up. You know, it's such a short period of time, but if your crew is working well, I see the Falcons, they're going to get this down pretty quick here in the next few games, I'll bet.
Here come the Eagles getting it into the attack zone. It's Jack Krieger, senior, going to carry it in, go over the goal line and get it up, get it set up. He's trying to go all the way around. He's being watched here by Riley Hansen.
Well, he knew he was a man down, so he walked it off, and he didn't take a chance of making a pass and having it turned over. He just kept it, and Falcons never even got a shot on this power play situation. Good play.
Luke Schroeder, Liam Gillard with it. And now they're going to set up a play. Gillard way outside near midfield. And now Gillard's going to begin his charge. He gets a shot away. That skips by. May have hit traffic in front. He had Tisdale down low, but couldn't get it. Eagles hang on. They're working on the outside. Here's Krieger again. And now it's Schroeder. Schroeder's dangerous. Has a couple of goals here tonight. Swings it behind him. And now he'll get it back. He's going to work his way in, set it up behind. Right back in front in the middle, and a shot. Big save. Big save, Colin Johnson. Maybe the save of the night there, and he's had some good ones. Ground ball taken back by Schroeder.
Good play by the Eagles there, too, after a really good save by Johnson, but got side by side, and that's when you can hit him. You can't hit him from behind, but you can hit him from the side, and did a nice job.
Boy, it's just tremendous technique, high and low. And on that low one, he did a job. Been impressive. We got a flag flying. Eagles hang on. They're going to control with Krieger. Krieger behind the net. Now get it back to Tisdale. Tisdale can't find it, or can't find any room. Here's a shot. Another save by Johnson. Wow! Another one downstairs, and he blocks it.
I have not seen too many goalies that have the capability of getting their body in front of that ball along with the basket. He is tremendous at that, Steve. He really is.
And look at this. Great technique.
Got it with the basket.
And he's not a real tall goalie, but tremendous technique.
1 minute for slashing.
That got the leg, blocks it away, and that's impressive.
He's going to have a little red mark there, I think, too.
But the thing is, for the goalie, not afraid at all. He is not afraid to get in front of that. Just tremendous work in goal, and that's going to pay dividends for Armstrong. He is the real deal in goal. And the coach talked about him before the game today and said, you got to watch this guy. And, boy, what an advantage.
I was talking to a lot of the high school hockey coaches. Oh,
There's
there we go.
Shot. They go across, and this time it was Tisdale, and they went across, and you get that goaltender moving, and he wasn't able to set up, and Tisdale beat him with 9 minutes to go. But he has made some phenomenal saves. First goal to Totino-Grace here in the fourth.
You know, and I was talking to some of these coaches in the hockey teams before they went into sections. I said, what's your biggest fear? They said, hot goaltender.
Oh.
Hot goaltender.
Totino-Grace goal number 2, Hunter Tisdale.
Tisdale's second of the night. He had one in quarter number 2. And that comes with 9:01 remaining in the game. But they went near side, far side, and quick shot by Tisdale. And that was a good goal.
You know, the funny thing about the Eagles, too, you know, you look at them, they showed some frustration, obviously, throughout the game. But they have not stopped trying. They aren't quitting by any means, and they're trying to do as much as they can to beat the Falcons. And I love this.
Anderson won the draw, carried it ahead for Armstrong, got decked, gets up, gets it back. His pass near side, almost goes out of bounds, scooped up for the moment by Rankianis. And then he got shoved. And now the officials are going to need to sort this out.
Okay, just a push him behind turnover.
We got another ground ball. Annis, the sophomore. He's sticking a couple of shots here.
He's looking a little punch drunk there as he couldn't get his balance.
Welcome to the game. Dimich works it over to the right. Now they come back out on top. As Dimich back to the left. Annis, Frankie. In the game, moves to the middle, turned away.
We're saying some new names here for the Falcons. They're getting a lot of their people in. I just love it. That's great.
Dimich, ground ball, gets another chance. He gets shoved down. He's showing a lot of fight, picks it up again. He got decked by Senden. Well, that's got to be impressive. And the coach is going to take note of that for sure. Now we got a flag. I mean, the fact that Dimich has taken some shots and still got after those ground balls, that's quite a sequence.
He did a real nice job there, especially with ball control. And he was back and not down at all.
Jack Senden, the senior, was all over him, and he still battled him toe-to-toe. And now Senden picks it up. We got a flag fly, and with 7:20 to go. Look at this. Just gets smashed. Then he turns back, gets belted again, and still hangs on to it. That is impressive.
And he drew a penalty. I mean, you know, God, the guy's a Swiss Army knife.
How good is that?
The poor Senden, he worked so hard, and he's got to sit now.
Yeah, he'll take a knee. So Armstrong's going to go a man up, and that was all thanks to Henry Dimich.
I'll be interested to see later on now when the Falcons take on the Maple Groves, the Andovers, the other in Blaine.
There's a shot that's deflected wide. Letting it fly was Mordahl.
And he hit 33 on the other on Totino-Grace's team.
Yeah.
Mike Hennig.
Mordahl, leading scorer in the game, has 6. Looking for 7 there. That was deflected away.
Nice.
Albrecht shot. That goes wide. They really moved it beautifully.
Well, they knew where they were going to go, and they knew exactly who was going to get it, and when he got to that spot and he let it go, they set that up beautifully nice.
Jurgensen on top. That pass goes wide off the stick of Reed Lucas. Lucas was out on top. Armstrong has it back. Here's Albrecht. Albrecht's had a big night as well. And now this is Northrop. A lot of the regulars back on the field now for Armstrong and Ian Murphy, the head coach. Trying to get a man to the front. He's turned away. Now they get it behind. Here's Jurgensen. Jurgensen, the playmaker. Gets it out in the middle. Lucas off the pipe. Lucas tries to get it back off the deflection, and now it's scooped up by the Eagles. Lucas, big shot, pushing and shoving. Krieger fights his way into the zone, comes into the middle. Fanning on the shot there was Kaiser.
Boy, Krieger wasn't fooling around there. He just ran himself right into that Falcon. Just tell him, get off me.
Lucas pulls his way ahead. He got double teamed, triple teamed. Now they get it, and Mordahl cashes in. And what a quick release. For us old guys, we remember Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah. I think right now they ought to take the 15-yard line and just call it Josh Mordahl Avenue on that side. I mean, he's been there all night, and he scored a plethora from that spot, too. He just comes across that crease nicely. He's not afraid to go in there. They know he's going to be there. And he gets it, and he scores.
Mordahl is 7th by my count. Look at this feed, and boom.
Yeah, and he started over on the left side there, Steve.
Yeah.
Coming across.
Just streaks in the middle, catches it on the fly, and unloads. 17-6, 5:40 to go. Mordahl had 4 goals in the second. And now has had 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and here comes Armstrong again. They get it further outside. This is Anderson. Ryan Anderson gives it up on the left. Mordahl. Now they go down deep. Jurgensen's been back there much of the night. He is not back there right now. And you can't say enough about Neil Jurgensen, the senior as well, and his playmaking ability and how much attention he draws. He has definitely set up a lot of goals tonight. He has 1 on his own, but at least 4 assists here tonight. They get it in front. Mordahl again. Just standing in front all alone. And I think that feed came from Logan Marsh.
It did.
9th grader.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes over and has an assist on Mordahl's 8th goal of the night. Look at this.
Yeah, this time I won't move. I'll just stand here. And they still found him. We were talking earlier, too, about Jurgensen and stuff. As a coach, when you look at a player and you look at numbers and stats, I mean, you got to look at them. And a lot of times those goals and assist numbers tell you a lot about a player, about that. And, I put assists above a lot of things simply because when you have that many assists, you're making everybody else better. And I think Jurgensen has, especially with settling down and letting them get into their offense.
Good physical play by Senden. Delivers a hit, picks it up. He'll trot off, and he'll give it up to Mark Collins, who had a pretty goal. Collins in front, lets it fly. And, boy, he's got a big shot. 2nd laser of the night.
He's the only guy in the Eagle team who's been able to beat him high.
Mark Collins, wow. And you could just see him move in, and he wound it up and let it go.
He really did. He got everything behind it.
That was pretty. Look at that.
Nice move. Arm over.
And beat a good goaltender. Colin Johnson, you can see, he read it. He almost got the stick there.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a dart.
I think the one thing we haven't talked about too much either is how good the Falcon defense has been today. They've done a nice job. I mean, Totino-Grace had to work very hard for their goals. Very hard.
Senden wins the draw, gives it up, trots off. Luke Schroeder, he did his job. And if they can develop a guy like Senden who can win draws consistently like that, that's another huge factor in this game. Huge factor. And Senden has won the last couple draws cleanly.
Yes, he has.
And if they can continue to develop that, this is the first game, and they're going to ultimately find out what they have. But winning those draws is gigantic. Oh. Here comes Totino again. Luke Schroeder gets it into the middle, gives it up. Trenton Pearson. And now they'll set up shop. 4 minutes to go, and this is an opportunity in live action to figure out what you've got in some of these situations and what you can do when you set up in the attack zone.
Well, and the advantage that the Falcons have had here, Centennial's got one of the best forwards in the state. And they got some real learning off of him, I bet.
Clock's not moving. It's frozen here. It's not quite that cold, but we're stuck at 4 minutes. You see our clock is on the move. We'll go with that for now. And I'm surprised we haven't had an official notice that. And now it's on the move.
Well, remember, Steve, it's their first few games, too.
Yeah, that's right. It's early. We haven't had a lacrosse game in a couple of years, so. Eagles right now showing about as much patience as we've seen in the attack zone, Dan.
Well, at this point, I think they're trying to get some plays down, get some, tell the kids where to be. Let's try some different things here on a set situation. This is a good time to do that, because then they'll get an idea of what'll work for them that they can bring to play in other games.
Mark Collins picks up the ground ball. He has a couple of pretty goals tonight.
Well, he got nipped pretty good there by number 9. Got a good stick right up in the clavicle area.
Totino gets it in front. We got a ground ball, and Armstrong's going to come out of there. Falcons are going to control. They're in command. A bump. Player goes down. That's Ethan Coons. And the Eagles get it back. Good physical play as they maintain it. And now right back out on top, here's Schroeder. Luke Schroeder with it. Under 3. Here's a shot that goes wide. Well out of play, but the Eagles are going to hang on.
Very hard to control that underhanded shot. Very hard to control it. Yeah, I think the other thing Grace has got to look at too, they're pretty good, pretty big team, Steve, and start getting a little more physical maybe and see if they can slow these smaller, faster kids down.
That one goes wide, and the Eagles are going to hang on to it. Trotting after it is Jack Fredrickson. Senior attack. Fredrickson's going to get it ahead. Here's Hunter Tisdale. Here's an opportunity, a shot and a save. Who else? Colin Johnson, another big save. He reads it so well.
Yeah, he does.
He even when he's gotten beat tonight, he's been there. Yeah. It's just eluded the netting. It's not like he's been completely fooled on anyone.
He's got intuitive positioning. He knows where to be, when to be outside the crease, when to be in a little bit tighter. And he doesn't give you much to shoot at.
Eagles getting some zone time here. Here's James Kaiser, sophomore attack. Now they're going to get it to Jack Senden. Senden's going to come on. He's had some success on the draws here in the fourth. But now it's Krieger. Jack Krieger back to Senden. Senden trying to find room. Spins, gets a shot away. That skips wide.
And the Armstrong forced him onto his right hand. He's a left-hander. What I could see it. No, I guess he's not. He's a right-hander. Kind of a weak shot. I think they maybe got the lower part of a shaft.
Coming up in the final minute of the game here tonight, Totino-Grace on the road at Armstrong. Opener for the Eagles. Second game of the year for the Falcons. They're well on their way to a 1-1 start. Totino will open 0-1. But they found that Mark Collins can shoot it a little bit. 2 laser beam goals tonight. And I'm sure they're going to want to try and find him going forward. And this pass goes outside. We got a ground ball. It's going to be retrieved by Krieger. Krieger almost at the midfield stripe. His pass ahead off the stick of Fredrickson. He'll pick it up. As they work it around. They get it in front. Goes too far. Now it's picked up by Armstrong. We got another ground ball. That one's going to go backwards out to midfield. No one gaining control, pushing and shoving.
Where's Mordahl?
Sondral with it. He spins into the middle. He's getting pushed, getting shoved, gets a shot away. It goes wide. Final seconds here. Clock stop. Armstrong scored 5 in their first. They can triple that, and there's a goal in the final seconds. That was uncorked by Frankie Annis. And Annis gets a goal there. That was a nice shot from the outside. Skipped it by the goalkeeper, Liam Colopy.
Yeah, Annis had some good moments tonight. He's been somewhat effective in that, just hasn't gotten too many shots.
Well, Annis gets his first of the year. That's got to be a good feeling. Annis, a sophomore, and remember that for a long, long time. Armstrong going to get the victory. Here's the final draw of the night.
And Senden won it.
Senden's done a really nice job. He had it knocked away from behind. Armstrong's just going to send it down the field, and that is going to do it. So Armstrong, after one, led it 6-1, lead it 10-3 at the half, 16-5 after 3, and coast to the 19-7 victory tonight over Totino-Grace. And they move to 1-1. Eagles fall to 0-1. Once again for Robbinsdale Armstrong, they'll play a matinee on Saturday against Moundsview right here. We'll start at 1:30. And then on Totino-Grace, they'll head home Monday night and host Champlin Park over in Fridley. Well, a couple of storylines real quick, Dan, that we want to talk about. Number one, playmaking of Neil Jurgensen, outstanding.
Totally. Just really was a good spark ball. Right from the get-go, he got the first ball off the face-off and took it down into the Grace end, and he started moving the ball. He found his teammates really well and set him up, and number 33 there's got to be fairly grateful to number 3 because he got a lot of feeds from him.
Josh Mordahl, 8 goals in the game tonight. We can't forget about the netminder, Colin Johnson, the goaltender. He was flat out everything advertised going into this. He was really good.
Yeah, he was. His positioning, he never got rattled. I like that, too. That's really important in a goaltender. And he directed well. Do you notice he was telling people where to go? He set his defense up. He let them know who the hot guy was. We saw some pretty good players here, but so far, the Falcons look like the real deal this year so far. We'll see what happens.
They go on to win it 19-7 on a cool night. They're at Armstrong High School. The Falcons get the victory over Totino-Grace 19-7. Big thanks to our CCX crew. Big thanks to Dan Fick, and I'm Steve Thompson. Thanks so much for joining us here on the CCX.